So that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to take you guys through two different sales funnels that I'm currently using myself, and I'm going to show you the results of them, what I'm getting with them, and then show you what you get with each one of them, and then the differences between the two. They're both internet marketing sales funnels, but they're vastly different from each other. So let me get our slideshow presenter up here, and we'll go to the first slide. All right, so what we're going to do tonight is we're going to tour two different sales funnels. One of them is going to be the one I've promoted in email the past few days, last week, is David Gale's Instant Product Funnel. And then the other is one it's for sale now, but you can only get it through Henry's sales funnel when you buy one of his products. Is XM Turbo System. This turbo system's been out for a while. It's been, I guess, a little over a year ago since they launched it. I guess it was version 2.0 before it. Now there's a 3.0. I purchased it back in December of 2014 and didn't set it up for several months, but I finally did get around to setting it up, and I really like it, and I've got some good results with it. But I wanted to take you through a tour of these two different sales funnels tonight, in that, like I said, they're both internet marketing related sales funnels. You know, the products are all internet marketing related in them. They're really, really different from each other, and I've gotten good results with both of them. I wanted to share those with you tonight. First one I want to show you is David's Instant Product Funnel. This is inside the members area, and I'm just going to kind of go through the website here and just show you what's inside here. Once you log in, there's several different modules in it. The first few are dealing with, you know, setting up your various parts of the funnel, you know, your website, your autoresponder, and that type of thing. And then he goes into a training on list building and then getting traffic. And then there's some other bonuses in there under the bonus modules. Let's go to the email setup campaign. This one, the first step was to get a JVZoo account, which all of the products in this sales funnel are all David's products. Every single one of them are products that he's created himself. So you're actually becoming an affiliate for all of David's products that he set up into a really nicely organized funnel. And there are 10 different ones. These are the links to each one of them. First thing you want to do is request approval on all 10 of these different items he has in the sales funnel. And then each one of these are individual mini funnels in their self, in that they'll have upsells and downsells in them as well. Now you get instant approval on every one of these when you go to apply for the affiliate status. You get instant approval on them, but you do get approved at delayed commissions with it. Now this is, like I said, this is an affiliate marketing sales funnel, in that you don't have to worry about hosting sales pages or download pages or the downloads on your server anywhere. You get he handles every bit of that in the customer support, obviously, for any of the products that are purchased. But it is, like I said, it's an affiliate sales funnel for David's products, which they're all good products. They're all evergreen products, but you do get approved with delayed commissions. And the reason for that, it's not that, you know, he doesn't really trust people or whatever. It's just that there is some mid-ticket and high-ticket items in some of these little mini sales funnels that requires, a delayed commission on them, because, you know, they are such expensive items. There's items that range anywhere from $57 to $97 for the mid-ticket, and then there's anywhere from $500 to $1,000 products in the high-ticket end. So obviously, you know, with making sales like that, you really don't want to pay out instant commissions on those, because, you know, somebody could turn right around and ask for a refund, and David could lose money. So I could see why he does a delayed commission on it. But David is a good guy, and he will pay you, so there's no problem there. Now, in addition to these 10 different products and their little mini funnels, you also get a 30-day email campaign. And if you have an AWeber account, it gives you a code here that you can use to automatically set those up in your AWeber account. You can have the whole sales funnel set up in less than 15 minutes if you have an AWeber account. You also can download the emails and edit them manually and put them into any other autoresponder you want to. And then there's squeeze pages in here. There's 10 different free gifts that are in this sales funnel that you can use as free gifts to get people to join your list. And if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure there is a different squeeze page for every one of these different gifts here. So this sales funnel comes with 10 products built into it. And like I said, there's mid-ticket and high-ticket upsells throughout the little mini sales funnels. There's a 30-day campaign with it, and then there's 10 different gifts with matching squeeze pages to go along with it. And again, like I said, if you have an AWeber account, you can automatically use that import code to automatically set up the email campaigns in AWeber. All you gotta do is just, I think you gotta edit one thing in the emails once they're set up. It's a custom field, I believe it is. I'm not using AWeber for this campaign, so I'm not positive on it, but I believe in the instructions he gives, there's one custom field you have to set up. So this is a really good sales funnel. It's really, really cheap to get in on this sales funnel. Since it is an affiliate marketing sales funnel, you're not actually purchasing the products yourselves. You don't have access to the products, the sales that you're selling in here, so it is going to be a cheaper funnel to get invested in and get set up. But like I said, it has done really well. I want to show you some of the results that I've gotten from it. This is my JVZoo results as of the last 2 days with it. As you can see, yesterday was a slow day. I only made $45 commissions with this sales funnel yesterday, but then, or no, that was Saturday. Yesterday I made $297 with this sales funnel. So, you know, the mid-ticket and the high-ticket items in this, they do convert. People are buying them. Friday, which would have been the day before yesterday's, I sold right at $200 worth in that one. So within the last, I guess, 3 to 4 days, I've made right at about $500 from David's instant product sales funnel there. So, you know, it is a good campaign. It works really well. As you can see, I mean, I haven't even sold any of my products in the last 2 days. I've been getting lots of traffic to them, but not made any sales. I've made all the money I've made has been off of David's instant product funnel. So that's proof right there that the sales funnel does convert. Now the next one that I wanted to show you is Henry Gold's XM Turbo system. Now this sales funnel is, again, internet marketing related, and all the products in it are related to internet marketing in some way or another. They're all different products. They're not all Henry's products. There is a couple of them in there that are Henry's, and you do get access to everyone because you're actually getting all of the sales pages and download pages, and you actually have to host this whole system yourself. And you get, I think there's 37 different products in this sales funnel. Now, Henry has it set up so that he can deliver the downloads for you, or you can do it yourself. If you use his system for delivering the downloads, you actually can make mid-ticket and one high-ticket. He has one high-ticket item in this sales funnel of his. If you do it on your own, it's up to you to, you know, if you want to have any kind of a sales funnel going into, you know, any mid-ticket or high-ticket items. But this is a really, really involved system. Like I said, I've seen this system several times and passed it up, didn't purchase it. And finally in December, I purchased one of Henry's products and decided to go ahead and get this thing because I'd seen it so many times and it looked interesting. And I was looking for, you know, a really good sales funnel. I bought it back in December, and it took me, I guess, till March before I had time to actually work on it and get it set up. It's a pretty extensive course. I mean, there are several different sections in here. You know, Henry's got lots of training in here about the system itself. And then there's the actual setup of the sales funnel. He gives, you know, lots of training on telling you how to set up the products. and then how to set up the squeeze pages. This one comes with 7 different squeeze pages and 7 different free gifts. All of them are products of Henry's, these squeeze page products and gifts. Those are all products of his that you get there. But then it comes with an email campaign that's got 74 emails in it. Now, one thing I didn't like about this, and Henry could have done this, and I'm working on setting this up myself, is he doesn't give an auto import into Aweber or GetResponse. You pretty much just have to go through here and edit each one of these and put them in manually, and that's what took me the longest. Setting up those sales pages, all it is you pull them up and add your payment link to them and then upload them. That didn't take long at all. I had that done, 4 or 5 hours, had all that done. But it took me a long time to set up 74 emails, mainly because I kept getting interrupted so much. It took me, I guess, 2 weeks to set this funnel up. But I'm working on getting it set up I've got it set up in GetResponse now and have a share code with it. And then I'm working on getting it set up in Aweber, and I'm going to set up a share code with that as well. So that'll make it easier for anybody that should happen to purchase this. I can give you those share codes, and it would speed it up quite a bit. You wouldn't have to spend as much time as I did setting this up. Most of it would be setting up your sales pages. But then he goes into talking about email list building and how to get more subscribers. Oops, let's go back up here, expand it up here. He gives really extensive training on how to get traffic to your squeeze pages and talks about solo ad marketing, and there's lots of video tutorials in here. So it's a really good system, but this one is really involved in setting it up. If you're doing it all from scratch, and if you struggle with any of the technical stuff, this one could take you a while. Now, one thing about this system is, like I said, these are all your own products. You're buying rights to these products, so you have access to the download pages, so you can use the products yourself if you want. Every one of them are priced at $10. So this funnel is really set up for list building to get a return on investment for when you're spending money on solo ads to build your list, which is what I do. You can spend $40, $50 on a solo ad, send people into this sales funnel, and you'll make the money back off of the solo ad spend and have list subscribers that are going to get emails from you for anywhere from 37 to 74 days, depending on how you want to set up the emails to go out. Like I said, there's 74 emails in this sales funnel. You could set them up one a day, and that would be 74 days worth, or you could set up to where it sends out one in the morning, then a reminder in the afternoon or evening, and it would be a 37-day campaign. So there's lots of chances in this one to get your return on investment in paid solos that you do for list building, which is, like I said, that's what I do. I spend money on solo ads every single month to build my list, and this system has worked out really great. Now I don't have it pulled up how much money I've made from this, but last week I did a search. I was curious as to how much money this system had brought in, and last week in PayPal I did a search on the individual products and tallied them all up, and I've made a little over $500 from this system since I set it up in March. So it's done really well. I've made several different sales of my own products once the people were in my sales funnel, and then other affiliate products that I've promoted since I set this system up. So this has been a really good investment as well. Now this one does cost a little bit more than the instant product funnel, David's sales funnel. It does cost more, but the reason is because you're actually getting the products themselves. You actually have access to all 37 of the products, and they are all evergreen products too as well. And you're setting it up on your account, so you're going to get instant commissions as opposed to David's funnel where it's all the products in it, or you're an affiliate for his products, so you're on delayed commissions. With this system, you're setting it up on your own JVZoo or Warriors Plus or PaySpree or Pay.com, ever how you decide to want to sell it, or even PayPal if that's how you wanted to sell it. I wouldn't recommend setting up PayPal links because then you can't have affiliates. But because of that, it does cost a little bit more because, like I said, you do have access to all 37 of the products as well. Now, like I said, through this one, I've made a little over right at $500 give or take since I had this one set up, and I set it up in mid-March, somewhere around in there. So it's what, about 3.5 months it's been set up. So it's done really well. What little bit of traffic I've sent to those different squeeze pages, and I can show you one of the squeeze pages from this one. I don't have any of the squeeze pages set up from David's yet, but I do have one of these squeeze pages set up. This is an example of one of the squeeze pages you get with Henry's sales funnel. And I did alter this a little bit. It was just a plain blue background on it, and I put Henry's picture in it. This is an example of one of the squeeze pages you get with his product, and it has lots of good text in it that describes the free gifts. So this one is converted fairly well. When I send traffic to this, it usually gets about 30 to 40% opt-in rate. So it does pretty good. And there's 6 other ones similar to this. They're on different topics. This one just happens to be on resale rights marketing, but they're all internet marketing related products, and they're all products that Henry created himself. So, like I said, this one does really well when I send traffic to it. I haven't sent traffic to it on a regular basis, but I do send traffic to it, at least once a month. And like I said, it more than pays for itself. I usually get the money back on the initial investment for the solo ad right away, and then later down the road in that campaign, I usually wind up, making several other sales. But then, like I said, the people are on my list, so any other affiliate marketing that I do, I make sales from that as well. So this one is done really well. Like I said, I passed this one up for a long time, for well over a year, before I finally decided to take the plunge and give it a shot. I was looking for a done for you sales funnel, and like I said, I'd seen this one several times and I'd passed it up, so I decided to go ahead and take a chance on it. And I'm glad I did now. And like I said, the one that David has, I was really surprised that it did as well as it did as well as it has. I've sent very little traffic to that sales funnel, and it has really paid for itself. I've only had this funnel set up for less than a week, and it's already made right at $500 in less than a week. So I'm really surprised with that one. But of course, I'm still waiting on the payment for that one because it's a delayed commission sales funnel. Now, another thing I wanted to show you guys, how I found out about David's sales funnel. I found out about this one through Michael Chaney's commission machine that was launched, what, a week or so ago. I didn't promote it. I did send out one email about it a couple of weeks before it actually launched, when it was still in the version 1.0 or whatever it was at that point. But I didn't really promote this. But when Michael relaunched it, I decided to go ahead and get it myself and see what the done for you systems were in it, because he talked about how it had done for you, and this is taking a while to log in too. But I found out about this through this commission machine. Now, did any of you guys get the commission machine when they was promoting it a week or so ago? Jen says she got it months back. Yeah, it's been out for a while, and he just released a newer version of it. It first launched in January, I think it was, and I got it like well, I'd heard about it in January, but I didn't pay no attention to it until a couple, 3 weeks ago. I got an email from Michael, and I went and looked at it and got it then. I don't know whether that's Michael's site having problems or if my internet's having problems, but it's taking a while to pull this up. And I wanted to show you guys what was in that in case you decide you wanted to get that. It's turned out to be, something worth having too as well, if you get the done for you packages. Anyway, it's got in his training, he talks about how to do affiliate marketing uh, with or without a mailing list, and without the mailing list, it's the using Facebook and Twitter to make promotions. And one of the upgrades was the done for you packages, and I decided to go ahead and get that since it was only $17 a month. I figured for $17 a month, if he's going to completely lay out a sales funnel for me to use, I'll try it. And that's wherein I found David's instant product funnel was inside of that. Initially, you get to get the product at the discounted rate, and that's what I did. I went ahead and bought it and then set it up and then started sending traffic to it. do decide to get the commission machine at some point, you'll see what the done for you packages look like. But in the meantime, let's go back to our slideshow if I can get that pulled back up. All right, so I want to go back over the highlights of both of these sales funnels. Like I said, they're both similar to each other, but they're different. David's is an affiliate marketing funnel. Comes with a 30-day email campaign. It does have 10 gifts set up in it with squeeze pages. It markets 10 of David's products that he's created himself, and each one of those have their own little mini funnel that goes along with them that have usually some sort of an upsell and a downsell in them with a couple of mid-ticket items, and then there's one big-ticket item that he sells throughout all these 10 different sales funnels that he has set up. Now you do get instant JVZoo affiliate approval, even if you've never sold anything on JVZoo at all. If you're totally brand new, you do get instant affiliate approval, but it is with 30-day delayed payments. And like I said, one of the reasons for that, well, probably the biggest reason for it, is because of the mid-ticket and that one big-ticket item. That one big-ticket item in there, you'll make $300 off of it if you sell one of those. So that's the reason why there's a delayed commission with it. Now this one is really super cheap to get started with. It's only $13.50 with that discount that I sent out a few days ago. It's normally $27, but I got a discount on it where you can get into that one for half price. The next one, Henry Gold's XM Turbo System. One of the best points about it is it's all your own products. You're selling your own products, which means you can have affiliates. Once you get things set up and rolling, you can have affiliates selling the products for you, building your list for you. It comes with a completely done for you email campaign that can be either 37 or 74 days, depending on how you decide to set it up. It comes with 7 free gifts with squeeze pages, and like I said, those are all Henry Gold's original products. So, they're totally unique. They're not products that everybody else is selling out there or giving away. Of course, I don't know how many people are in the XM Turbo system, but it's not saturated at all. All the products in the funnel itself are all priced at $10, and you have like I said, the option of Henry delivering the downloads for you, which would put them into his sales funnel where you would have the access to be able to sell that mid-ticket item that he has, which is the affiliate to the XM Turbo system itself. Or you could set up your own download pages and you could have your own sales and down sales if you wanted to do that yourself. Products can be sold on any affiliate network. You're not locked into JVZoo. Like I said, this is your own products that you're selling, so you're going to get paid instant commissions when you make a sale, since these are your own products. Now, the caveat to Henry's turbo system is it has to be purchased through his sales funnel. You can't go directly to the sales page for his turbo system and purchase it. He has it set up where you have to go through his sales funnel. But his sales funnels are really cheap. The front end offers are usually like $7, and then from there you can go through his sales funnel, and you'll eventually get to this turbo system. And he has several different options for it. It starts out with the best package, which is the full one, which is usually runs $97. I've seen it priced at $147, but here lately I've seen it priced at $97. But then if you turn that one down, he's got like 2 different options, and you can get it down as cheap as $27. So, like I said, this one is really good for list building and getting your money back on list building immediately. If you spend money on solo ads, this is a really good sales funnel to have, because you can get your money back on solo ads and reinvest them into more solo ads and keep building your list, and you'll have a good sized list that will continue to get the emails for the rest of the products in the sales funnel. And then, like I said, you'll have them where you can do other affiliate marketing with them. So to conclude, my recommendation, if you're looking for a done for you sales funnel, if your budget is tight, then start with the instant product funnel. Because like I said, it's really low entry. Most everybody should have a web hosting account and autoresponder already. Of course, both of these sales funnels require an autoresponder. That one, like I said, it's less than $14 to get started with that one, provided you already have web hosting and an autoresponder. If your budget permits it, you could get both like I have and set them both up. I recommend if you do get Henry's turbo system to use it for return on investment on solo ad purchase for list building. That way you can make your list building completely free. That's what I've done with it, is used it to pay for my solo ad purchases. So that way it turns out, I don't have money invested in adding new subscribers every month. The ultimate solution, if you did get both of these, you could easily work these two funnels into one super funnel and have a really good funnel set up where you can, make some good return on your investment on the solo ad purchases, plus, make good commissions through, David's products that he sells and his mid-ticket and high-ticket items. So I've already shown you, the kind of results I've gotten from David's in the last few days with it. I've gotten really good results with Henry's over the past couple of months. What little bit of traffic I've sent to it, I've only got like 300 people on that list. It's already made right at $500, which is less than 300 people on that list. So, both of them have performed really well, better than I was expecting. Really good with both of them. And like I said, I would recommend either one of the two. It doesn't really matter, whichever one you can afford. If you want instant money back, you should go for Henry's. If you want to sell mid-ticket and high-ticket items, you might want to go for David's. But just be aware that there is a delayed commission with those. All right. So you guys have any questions on either one of these two sales funnels? Like I said, I've emailed about David's here in the last week or so. Henry's getting ready to release a new product this coming Wednesday, where you'll be able to get access to go through his sales funnel and get the XM Turbo system then, if you want to do that. Like I said, the only way to get the XM Turbo is to buy one of Henry's front end products first, and like I said, they're usually like $7. From that point, you can go through his sales funnel if you're interested in getting that turbo system. That's what I did. I passed it up for a long time. Finally, in December, I decided to go ahead and give it a shot. And it is a little more work involved in getting it set up, but I am working on getting the campaign set up. I've already got them set up in GetResponse, and I'm working on getting them set up in Aweber, so I'll have transfer codes for both of them. Should you decide to get either one, you can let me know, and I'll give you those transfer codes. Joaquin's asking, do you make a return on investment from random affiliates, or do you need to actively buy solos, etc.? I actively buy solos every month just to keep, new fresh blood coming into my mailing list. It's just an expensive, over the years I've just realized, as a necessity. You've got to have constantly new people coming into your list. So that's a given. Even before I had either one of these sales funnels, and had my own little sales funnel set up, I still spent money on solo ads. I get lots of traffic to list building through Warriors Plus offers. Those of you that are in the SWR, I've got the Warriors Plus case studies where I showed you how I set up products on Warriors Plus for list building. I do that as much as I can when I have time to set those up, and that brings in free people into my mailing list. But what I did do before that, when the Warrior Forum was the Warrior Forum and not Freelancer, is I would do WSOs and get people into my sales funnel that way. But every time, no matter how I'm getting people into my list, I'm looking for a return on investment, because it doesn't matter how I'm getting them people onto my mailing list. It's costing me something one way or another. Either it's my time in creating the product and putting it up for free, all the work involved in doing that, or I'm spending money on a solo ad, or I'm spending money to launch a new WSO. One way or another, I'm paying for it, and one way or another. So I'm always looking for a return on investment. Now, I do have people that are affiliates to some of my own products. I don't have any affiliates on any of Henry's products right now, but I've not advertised it either, that I have an affiliate program set up for that XM Turbo system. I could do that and get some free list subscribers that way, and it's probably something I'll concentrate on here in the next couple months, is setting up some sort of a JV page for all of those 37 products where people can sell those and affiliate and get 100% commissions and be building my list for me. I wish that page would pull up. I wanted to show you guys that page. The next question, this is the last one I got this week, is how many list subscribers do you get a month? It depends on how much advertised and solo ads I buy, but I average 300 to 500 new subscribers a month is my average, is what I add to my list. Now I have 3 different autoresponder accounts, so that, it depends on which way I'm doing the advertising, which one of the accounts they go on. But I'm trying to put most of my people over on GetResponse now. The Priceless Possibilities account I've had for several months now, and I keep saying I'm going to develop that and tell you guys more about it, but I haven't had time to work on it. I really like that account. It's a flat out monthly cost, flat fee, monthly fee, as opposed to GetResponse and AWeber that charge you by the amount of subscribers you have. But I haven't had time to work with Priceless Possibilities much, other than I did set up Henry's XM Turbo system on it. I did finally get that done. I could share out that whole setup with somebody else, because that's one thing I liked about Priceless Possibilities is the ability to be able to share out pages with other people through a code like you would use in AWeber to get an auto import of an email campaign. You can do the same thing on Priceless Possibilities with squeeze pages and landing pages and sales pages. But like I said, I haven't had time to get that set up. I've got it set up and working for myself. That's about all I've done with it. But it just depends on the amount of advertising I do, how many I get each month. Like I said, my average is 300 to 500 new subscribers a month. But now that may sound great. I'm adding 300 to 500 people to my list a month, but I also go through my list on a regular basis, especially AWeber and GetResponse, and prune out people that don't open emails. So I don't keep, paying for people that aren't even opening my emails. And I recommend anybody that has either AWeber or GetResponse account to do the same, because they do charge you on the number of people that you have subscribed. So there's no sense in paying for people that aren't going to open your emails. And that happens a lot with, internet marketing mailing lists. People will join your list to get the free gift you're offering. They have no intention of ever reading any of your emails. They'll use an email account that they only check to get the free gift, and they never go back and check it unless they're looking for a link to another free gift. That's the only time they ever go check that inbox. So of those 300 to 500 people I get on my list each month, I probably cull out about that same amount every month out of my list. So it kind of fluctuates, so it's kind of like whatever I get in, I'm getting rid of at the same time. So, my list don't really grow that fast. A lot of people like to brag, that they have, 50, 100,000 people on their list, but I don't see no point in having 100,000 people on my list if only 10% of them are going to read your emails. Why pay for 90,000 people that aren't going to read your emails? I'm just using it as an exaggeration. I don't know how many would actually be, but I just don't see a point in paying for people to be on my AWeber or GetResponse account if they're not going to open the emails. So I go through and cull them out at least every other month, but I try to do it once a month on both accounts. How many total subscribers do I have? I've got about 3,000 in AWeber, about a little less than 2,000 in GetResponse. I've got 300 in Priceless Possibilities. Then I've got 12,000 over in a GVO account. Now the 12,000 that's over in the GVO account, I don't get very much response from those people at all. I can send out a broadcast to that 12,000 list, and I might get 100 opens out of 12,000 people. And the only reason I even leave them over there is because it was a deal I got with GVO years ago when I first got GVO Conference. They gave me the GVO Responder, I think is what they call it, the GVO Responder account for free, and it was unlimited up to 25,000 subscribers, and I didn't have to pay anything extra for it, no monthly cost. That's the only reason I even kept those people on that list. But like I said, that it's not a very good list. It's really old. I do send out broadcasts to it, but like I said, I might get 100 opens out of 12,000 people on that list. So a lot of the emails have stagnated on that list. So to answer your question totally, I guess I've got around about 5,500 active subscribers, somewhere around in there. But like I was saying, you have to do that. especially with AWeber and Get Response, because they're going to keep charging you more and more each month. I mean, if you keep putting people on your list that aren't going to open your emails, I mean, you're going to have an unreal bill with them, and you're paying for people that never open your emails. So I just don't see the point in that. Yeah, it's great to have bragging rights that you've got a huge 50,000 list, but if it's not doing you any good but costing you money, bragging rights don't mean that much to me. You know, Talking about this, we've all seen these promos for products that says make money from a tiny list, and that's actually true. You can actually make more money from a smaller list that's more responsive as opposed to having this great big list like that 12,000 list I have. I could send out a broadcast to either my AWeber or Get Response account, which are much smaller lists, both of them, as opposed to that GVO account, and I'd make a whole lot more sales. Well, in fact, I don't even know if I'd make any sales from the GVO account, to be honest with you. I might make one or two or three or so, but I could send out that same broadcast to either AWeber or Get Response and get a much better response from it. Get first off more opens, but then have a higher chance of making sales from the emails. So it's actually true what people say. If you have a smaller list that's responsive, it's worth more than this great big used list that that's unresponsive.